kicks down on a lonesome road. Now I'm cruising, I ain't looking back. You know I still got the blues back in my Fleetwood Cadillac. My record started selling, I saved a little bread. I bought myself a Fleetwood painted lipstick red. Now I'm cruising, and I ain't looking back. You know I still got the blues back in my Fleetwood Cadillac. Cadillacs, I find car, they got everything you need. Built just like my baby, built for comfort, not for speed. I'm cruising, I ain't looking back. You know I still got the blues back in my Fleetwood Cadillac. Oh, hit I find car, they got everything you need. Built just like my baby, built for comfort, not for speed. I'm cruising, I ain't looking back. You know I still got the blues back in my Fleetwood Cadillac. Oh yes I do.
Happy Saturday morning, 9:10 a.m. Central Time, but we are really broadcasting worldwide today in Romania. A.J. Weinberger. Thank you, my friend, with your great new CD, Reborn. Welcome to Magoo this morning, or this afternoon, I bet by you, huh?
Oh, hi, Tom. Thanks for having me, and I really appreciate your interest and support for this kind of music.
Yeah, this is totally international, worldwide. We were just chatting a little bit off air. Where you come from, music is in your roots, in the trade, in the, everywhere. Tell us a little bit about your background, AJ, and everything that's been happening in your great world.
Well, I'm just a simple guy from a relatively small town. Nowadays, my hometown, which is Oradea, which is on the western border of Romania. It's about 200,000 inhabitants. It's an 1,100 years old city. With a very serious citadel in the middle of it, and a lot of stuff went on, throughout the history.
Yeah.
A lot of wars, a lot of commercial routes, a lot of cultural influences, of course. And Turks came down and overthrown the city for a couple of 100 years. Then the Austrian came and implemented their own rigorous administrative system, which is actually, thanks for that, my hometown is a very logically built urban conglomerate these days. And actually, I was a happy kid, man. So despite the fact that we were belonging to a communist regime, but being so far westbound from the capital, nothing really bothered us, telling you the truth. In my childhood, I was part of an illegal network of vinyl record smuggling and anti-baby pills and the blue jean smuggling network. And actually, I made some money out of it. And this is how I get into this type of music, because I had to keep all those vinyl records, which I could not sell. Mm-hmm. And my first record, what I had to keep, was the Spectrum of Billy Cobham. And that guitar player of that album, Tommy Bolin, actually turned me into this direction musically.
Tommy Bolin, that is exactly a name.
Yeah.
That's a blast from the past. And Tommy Bolin, yes, he had a great, I can forget the name of the album that he had in high school in the 70s. Yeah, and I do, rest in peace, I believe. He did pass away. Is that not correct? Yeah. And, and just thinking of cultures in the world and everything, we have these things going on around us, governments and that, but it always breaks down to the family, the music, what's locally around you. And I'm sure all the experience, all the cultures, in America we have the blues and stuff, and then you heard that over by you, and you wanted to bring that through vinyl. I remember hearing about that through the communist regime. That was one of the ways to break down barriers to music.
Actually, I remember when I woke up from my 4-day coma, out of meningitis. I get this meningitis when I was 10. And I told my mom, I want to be a rock and roll guitar player. And that's it. This is what I try to be ever since, day by day. And I was very conscious, searching and looking for information and music and everything what I can put my hands on in this regard. And this is how I develop my knowledge, my content, and my ethics, if I may say so, because it should come with a type of ethic, this type of musical approach, I guess.
All right, because you're just crossing all different cultural barriers and countries and things, and you knew we were talking about, before we went on air, you're a man of the world. Where you come from is on the Greenwich Mean Zero, You are the center of the trade routes, the old spice routes and the Silk Roads and all that. That came through where you're born, your family, your ancestors over there.
Well, not exactly that particular area, but let's say in a 300 kilometers radius.
Yeah.
So, and it just happened for me to be born in that city. But my family, which you can trace back, let's say, almost 260 years, they came from the similar area, but about the 300 radius, 300 kilometers radius, which is about 250 miles radius.
Right.
Somehow. But actually, they have the same cooking. Yeah, so they do the same cooking and use the same components and the spices in the cook. So this is why I can tell you very precisely that my family is coming from the same area.
Yeah. Now, growing up, what time you said it was guitar? I always like to talk about people, their influences. Instruments. Now, was that a struggle to find instruments and to create some? Did you kind of make some as your own? I mean, I remember as a kid, that's all part of the reason I'm doing this show. I can remember when I was 3 years old, listening to the Beatles songs at a little 45. So music connects us all at some point when we were younger.
Yeah. Actually, regarding instruments, it wasn't that difficult to find extremely high quality acoustic guitars in Romania, because maybe you don't know. We have in Romania, here in the middle of the country, the biggest instrument factory in Europe. Mm-hmm. And actually, the Hofner guitars are made here, so they produce them here. Because they have a very long tradition. They call the Valley of the Italians. It's a microclimate over there, among the mountains, in the middle of Romania. And they have this beautiful musical resonance to the wood. So Italian violin masters, Amati, Guarnieri, came here for wood. And around this little micro forest, this instrument factory and the instrument tradition has been developed over the centuries. And nowadays we have a beautiful acoustic instrument factory. And this is how I got, because it was very handy to go to the music store and get acoustic guitar, which is honestly, I never had a better sounded acoustic guitar ever. And I had a few huge brands here in my collection, but none of them was so warm and so silky that Amarillo guitar, because that was the name of it. And so instrument-wise, it wasn't that difficult. What we found difficult, the electric guitars was difficult to get, and also the strings for it, and the speakers for the cabinets. So this is another story. We had to entertain all those Scandinavian ladies groups coming to our little city to for this thermal resort towns. For different type of treatments. Actually, they came for booze and sex. That's the truth. And so we delivered them all those things, and we got in return a nice time and a beautiful set of guitar strings, because this was difficult to get.
Oh my, that's amazing. That's a great story. And as you were talking, I was thinking about, talking about instruments. Of course, the violins and all that, the instruments from Austria, that is where it comes from, your neck of the woods, all the great instruments through all the time. And that's what I love about my show. I get to learn as you guys are talking too. Thank you. We'll get back to a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about some of your jams, because I think I like to do on here is we rock and roll and play the music. And that little story kind of leads you into a little wang dang doodle. It's the next one lined up. And that goes off that good segue with the ladies and all that good stuff. Let's get into a little bit of your Reborn CD now, and then we're going to play that and Sweet Little Number, and then we'll come back after that. So let's do that right now for everybody. Wang Dang Doodle. AJ Weinberger is my great guest from Romania. Thank you. Here we go.
Butching that toad Annie, the fast dog Fanny. We're gonna pitch a ball down the Union Hall. We're gonna rump and jump till midnight. We're gonna fuss and fight till daylight. We're gonna pitch it. Wang dang doodle all night long. Singing Ned, tell old Pistol Pete, everybody's gonna meet tonight. We need no rest. We're really gonna throw a mess. We're gonna break down all the windows. We're gonna kick down all the doors. We're gonna pitch it. Wang dang doodle all night long. Wang dang doodle all night long. party in the other night. I met the sugar that she's real tight. She's looking sweeter as she can be. I wish her down to have a drink with me. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. To see her around is a lot of fun. She starts messing with everyone. She's so hot and the whole bunch burst. Come on, sugar, drive me crazy first. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. Playing everything. All them cats be gone to swing. Sweet little 16 somewhere falling down. There's no reason for kids to messing around. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. Went to a party in the other night. To see her around was a lot of fun. Sweet little 16 somewhere falling down. There's no reason for kids to messing around. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. Sweet little number. She's a sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back to the Magoo Saturday morning, 9:29 a.m. Central Time. Mr. A.G. Weinberger is my awesome guest with the sweet little number. Oh, what a story that was, huh, buddy?
Yeah, that's true. That song is about a real happening back in '96 in Istanbul, in Turkey. When I was on the contract there, played 3 months in 2 blues clubs in Turkey, in Istanbul. And I had a hopeful and a very promising flirt with a little waitress. But hey, a friend of mine, a musician from there, told me, listen, be careful because she's just 17. So I had to stop, of course, because prison time in Turkey is pretty rough. And so it came out this song out of it.
Yeah, though, that's amazing. All the cool things that you've done, all the travels, all the world, all the experiences, people that you know.
Yeah.
And you're currently working on a play right now. You're working, and thank you for taking the time. Tell us something about what's happening with your event you have working right now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm working. You hear me?
Yeah, real good.
Okay, so I'm here in Budapest, Hungary, and I'm working on a theater show. It's a musical. I wrote it. The open is gonna be on the 23rd of June. Mm-hmm. So we are really excited about it.
And you have done many plays. You were telling me about the audience that you have in your area. So many people. I mean, you are the king of the blues in all your different areas in the world. And again, thank you for coming on the show. Tell us a little bit about all the shows that you have, some of the other things that you have going on your end too.
Well, I'm fortunate enough to be able to be on the right place and the right time, you know. Mm-hmm. And I just know how to move things. I think this is coming from my experience when I was on the streets in my hometown. Because I was a childish gangster, if I may say so. We had a gang in the park when I used to grow up. So this fact, I guess, gave me these tools to move things around. And if I really made up my mind on something, for sure I'm gonna do it. So there are no obstacles. There are no problems, only solutions. And this is my main mantra. And this is how I operate.
Yeah, and so many people react to that and also take their world in new directions too. So that's what is so cool in the world. And then you took your life, your experiences. Then we were talking about Chicago. Then you took your time here into the States. And you were telling me in Aurora, Illinois, they have a fest where they have a band and they turn it on a bridge. I think you were telling me about that. Yeah. And so then you spent some time in Chicago, New York, Nashville. And then you rocked and met the people in here and moved the things around here. Tell us what it was like here in the States for you a little bit, in Chicago, for instance. Because I'm not too far from there in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Well, that was back in year 2000, just right when the century turned into a new millennium. Mm-hmm. Actually, I went to Chicago for the Chicago Blues Festival with a friend of mine, to getting material for a documentary movie and for a book about the Chicago blues scene. So I have 11 hours of raw footages and interviews with amazing people, such Coco Taylor. You know, I spent 3 hours with her. Mm-hmm. Nobody has this type of interviews and subjects what we were talking about, because Coco was my mom's favorite, and I told her this, and then she opened up like for nobody. And I had this on footage, I had this stuff on video, but I think I have to make a clearance with the family, you know, because I don't want to put it out without the permission of the family, of course. I have an interview with the late Son Seals, with the late Willie Kent. Mm-hmm. Willie Kent, sorry, with the Pistol Pete, Matthew Scholar. Who else was there? Chico Banks, the late Chico Banks, the great guitar player. Who else? Bruce Iglauer. So with a lot of people, I interviewed a lot of people. And actually, I planned to stay in Chicago just only for 2 months. Mm-hmm. And then some things came along. Son called me to, hey, come on, play with me, a gig in a Kingston Mine, blah, blah, blah. And, hey, would you come next Thursday? Would you come next Friday? And so on and so on. I said, listen, son, my visa expiring. Don't worry about it. And actually, somehow, I just hooked up with the immigration attorney, and he changed my status into a O1 visa, which is aliens with extraordinary abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me right for 3 years to stay and work legally in the United States. And this is what I did. And out of the plan of 2 months, it's ended up to almost 7 years to live in the States. Yeah.
Wow, 7 years of all that great experience and time, and everybody got to meet you. And now Reborn, is that coming along again? That's your awesome CD, everybody out there. They need to check out. Is that a lot of the music coming directly from things like that? All stories, should I say?
Yeah. Every single song what I wrote, it's actually has a counterpart in real life. Because I have nothing else to write about, just my life experience. You have to know that I try to avoid cliches.
Yes. Because
unfortunately, the musical world is packed with cliches. Why should I sing about that frustration that I woke up this morning again? You understand me? So exactly. Why should I sing about that frustration that my baby left me? No, I don't think any point of it. Great masters already did that. So why should I try to copy those surrogated feelings and messages? Rather,
go ahead.
Rather, I like to share my own life experience and how I see the world. Maybe for some people it could sound very arrogant, but hey, this is me. I'm not arrogant. I just try to share how I see the world and what I feel when I interact with certain circumstances.
Well, AJ, you really kicked on something, though, actually, because we all go through these same experiences. If you study history, Socrates, all that, is always about the things we're in and how we react to these things. This is what life is. Everything that comes out of, there has to be a negative for a positive. And instead of taking the music and just stuck in what you're feeling, you're using that as a platform into a new thought pattern. And your music definitely, reflects that. Let's get to some tracks right now. Just 1 minute, and The Fool's Lucky Day. Let's do that.
All right.
All right, buddy? All right.
All right.
A.G. Weinberger. I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
When the heart used to fade and the soul getting hurt, you're speaking ugly and throwing all that dirt on me. Only you, just on me. Biting the dust, crawling down the streets, mist in the maze, nowhere to lead. I'm confused over you, only me. Simple words, easy thoughts, memories of broken hearts. I'll break those gates, the sun will shine, packing easy, and I'll catch that flight. Just 1 minute, it'll be enough for me to make up my mind. of broken hearts. I'll break those gates, the sun will shine, packing easy, and I'll catch that flight. Just 1 minute, it'll be enough for me to make up my mind. Touching down, I know this time, sweet reminders of a long gone frown over you. Only me, just on you. Simple words, easy thoughts, memories of broken heart. I'll break those gates, the sun will shine, backing easy, and I'll catch that flight. Just 1 minute, it'll be enough for me to make up my mind. I'll break those gates, the sun will shine, backing easy, and I'll catch that flight. Just 1 minute, it'll be enough for me to make up my mind. It way too long. I've had it, baby. Had it the way too long. You can't keep a good man down for so long. Nothing left that I would cry for. It's all fading away. Nothing left that I would cry for. It's all fading away. Nothing to comprehend. This is a fool's lucky day. selfish heart of mine, poor me, that I had to suffer that way. I'm ready to burst now. This is a fool's lucky day. Fool's lucky day. Oh yeah.
Smooth stuff, Mr. A.J. Weinberger. The Fool's Lucky Day in just 1 minute. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming back on the show.
Here I am. Thank you for your interest and support.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Having a great time, of course, always on the Magoo Saturday morning, 9:47 Central Time here in the States. What time is it by you, my friend?
Well, it's about 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I don't know. It's about, I think, 7 hours.
7
we are in the
hours.
future. So
Yeah.
actually, we are in the future towards you. I'm in the future.
That's right. I'm winding up today, and you are
So
coming
I
on.
already know the New York Stock Exchange values right now, and you will find out just about noontime.
Good. Send me some good karma my way, my buddy. Oh, I love
Yeah.
the history and everything you guys have out there. Let's talk about On the Wrong Side. I play that all the time on the Magoo show. I love the groove. It sounds so 70s, and that is a great compliment, I believe, because that's one of the hippiest times in music for me.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. On the Wrong Side. Tell us a little bit about that one, please.
Well, actually, I never thought about a certain type of sound when I just wrote the lyrics first. You just, you see, I'm from Europe, right? And I just feel a little bit out of the loop, and not just me. There's a strange relationship between the American continent and the European continent regarding the music festivals and the exchange of talents. And I think this is something what we have to work on and try to make a balance, a fair balance. Because have you ever heard about a European artist being invited into a big American festival?
Yes. No. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Except the British people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you see, American artists are always fulfilling all the European workplace. So I think a kind of reciprocity would be very fair. And actually, this song is about the calling. It's about the shout, about this very strange equilibrium going on in this music business. I understand the American artist's point of view and the American management's and record label's point of view, of course, because everybody's in this business here to making money. But what I don't understand, the Europeans, let's say, except the French people, because they have a law. They have a certain percentage by law. 50% foreigners, 50% French people. Very, very simple. But this is the only case. Not in the other European countries. I found this balanced talent, self talent protection, if I may say so. And this is something what concerns me, because actually we are the people who are paving the road and assuring the interest of the consumers for this type of music. So we need protection. Mm-hmm. We need protecting our own workplace. Because see, we are full-time players, right? We are not just hobby players. This is my way of living, and I have to protect my workplace. Of course, I welcome every great American people here, but a little bit of reciprocity wouldn't hurt. Yeah. I might also, to another state, and share my music to them, right, with you guys. Doesn't matter how jaded the society is, because this is why they're jaded. This is why people are the concerts different in America than in Europe. Here, people are so funny and joyful. In America, I found them jaded, which is understandable.
Yeah, you're 100% right. We were talking about that before, we came back. I asked you, big fan of the Who, and they got all the banners, and they're just having a great time. And then over here, no, they get the performers over there. They can take the mic and put it to the crowd, and they're all singing right back. And I've seen Retro Culture do that. Not about, and they don't always are into that. And I'm like, I'd like to be on the other. I'd like to be on the other side of audience and jams like that.
This is why I was born on the wrong side of the blues, because I just sitting here, and even they arrest me. They put handcuffs on me in '87 in Romania when I was playing a blues song in English, and they took me out from the stage, handcuffing me. Actually, that was that concert when I made my brand name in Romania. Actually, from that on, I claimed as a brand, or as a whatever, a musician, a named musician, or famed musician, because actually they took me off stage. The security police came and handcuffed me. I was standing in front of the microphone, the band playing, I was singing. And when I had the line, "I'm so sorry for my country," they came on the stage and just put me away. Mm. So how many American musicians had to go through this? Maybe in the older days, right? Maybe in the 30s or 40s or 50s, but not for self-expression. Maybe for drugs. So I had to struggle for every chord, for every note on my guitar, for every word of my songs to smash it through. That's the word. I had to smash it through. Which in America, everybody's taking for granted everything, which is cool, but at a certain point, that jadedness is gonna take the tribute for it.
Right. It's just kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the joy, the fun. It's almost like you're waiting for something negative to happen. I think is kind of my view. Instead of enjoying the moment, in the day, who they are, and what's happening. More of a, and I always think about how always been repressed, and how different things. It's just crazy all through the world that we have to always deal with over here, immigration on the borders and all that stuff. And so the people are people. It's just continuing revolve, going back to thousands of years, should I say? The strife.
You see, ignorance is just not an excuse for lack of knowledge.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'll tell you what, buddy. Let's do it right now. Go ahead.
So actually, this song, "Born on the Wrong Side," is all about.
That's what we're going to do right now. On the Wrong Side. Thank you, my friend, A.J. Weinberger. Here we go. Peace.
All these years I've been fooled. Most of my dreams were overruled by reality. Complete insanity. Breaking ice with my guitar. You could hear that from the distant far. Try to make it big one time, but I've been cheated and lied upon. 'Cause I was born on the wrong side. better do. Life has been cruel. Big shots in Hollywood were pimping the fool. It's a magical comedy. It's an ongoing mystery. 'Cause I was born on the wrong side. Born on the wrong side. I was born on the wrong side of the blues. Picking up my dreams and lost and found. Getting touched down on a sacred ground. I'm the new breed player around.
On the wrong side.
Cause I was born on the wrong side. Born on the wrong side. I was born on the wrong side of the blues. 'Cause I was born on the wrong side. Born on the wrong side. I was born on the wrong side of the blues.
On the wrong side. On the wrong side. On the wrong side. On the wrong side. On the wrong side.
Don't you mess with me unless you do it right. Crank it up your gear, it'll boost your appetite. Get your cooler ready, have your heart prepared. Keep that ball rolling on, there's nothing to defend. Shoot, baby, shoot. Shoot, baby, shoot, shoot my cannonball. Your mind is rambling, your feet are walked at dance. Crazy memories in you of all that fake romance. But don't you worry, baby, there's no harm done no more. Just keep the ball rolling on. You keep on shining on the floor. Shoot, oh baby, shoot. Please shoot, shoot my cannonball. boost your appetite. I said, shoot my cannonball. Shoot, baby, shoot my cannonball. Oh, won't you shoot? Your damn gun away from my head. Why do you want to shoot me down? That I don't understand. It's true, I have no money, I have no Cadillac, have no castle on a boulevard, but you keep calling me back. It wouldn't be enough for you. No, no, no. It wouldn't be enough for you. Tell me, honey, do I treat you wrong? I'm a hard-working monkey, jumping all day long. I keep you in a crystal ball. You have nothing to pay. I love you in the night and feed you 4 times in one day. It wouldn't be enough for you. No, no, no. It wouldn't be enough for you. You never smiled at me. Sugar mama, don't you humbugging me. I'm crazy about you, honey. Don't you realize I give you all I've got. I need you hold me tight. Wouldn't be enough for you. No, no, no. It wouldn't be enough for you. It wouldn't be enough for you. Wouldn't be enough for you.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Welcome back to this Saturday, 10:07 Central Time, here in the Magoo in the Milwaukee area, and way, way over in the pond, Mr. A.J. Weinberger. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming on the show.
here I am. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we are chatting all the time. I'm like, oh, we got to get back on air. And you were talking about some of the roots and Fiddler on the Roof, and I love all that kind of history and your plays and that stuff. One thing I love about like the Jewish faith, it's always so much music and so much fun. I got to work for Passover one year, or actually two semesters up in Madison, and I got to help the rabbi with all that stuff. And I was so blessed and so neat to see all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of reminds me so much of what you're doing too, sir.
Yeah. Well, it's meant being a Jew is more fun because if you let the Jew talk, actually, you cannot, you don't have a space to fit in. That's it. So better leave the Jews sing than talk because talking is too much. This is why I cannot live in Israel, man, because they talk too much. And blah blah and yada da and blah blah blah, just too noisy for me. So I rather sing, man, or play.
Yeah, because you were telling me about your theater and your experiences and where you've been, and that's very much the feeling I get from your music and the things that you're trying to do there for everybody. And let's talk about, we got a couple more tracks we want to get in: the Slippery Slope, I Am the Water, Caroline, and then the fabulous track, the title track, Reborn, off of your CD. Fill us a little bit about these things too, these tracks.
It's an instrumental one. Actually, one of my greatest guitar heroes is Danny Gatton, and actually, I wrote this song with him in my mind because actually I had I almost got his blonde Gibson ES-175 guitar from his wife when I was in Washington D.C. area, and I was visiting Adams Morgan, or Madam's Organ as they call it.
Yeah,
that neighborhood, and I just was looking for Danny Gatton's albums, and I found this little family-owned record stores, and right in front of the store it was a musical instrument store.
Yeah,
and I saw that blonde Gibson, which is on the cover of the I think Elmira Street, if I'm not mistaken. And I went in. I didn't know that was that was his guitar. I just saw that it has a P90 pickup on it, and I asked the lady if I can try it out. So I tried out the guitar, and then another lady came to me and asked me. She asked me if I'm interested in buying that guitar. I said, "Ma'am, it's a wonderful instrument. It looks old as well." I told her. She said, "Yeah, it's pretty old." And I asked her, "So how much you charge for it? What's the price of it?" And she told me a sum, an amount. I said, way too much for me. So she cut it in half. And I said, "This is still too much for me." And then the owner of the store came to me and introduced me to that lady. She told me that she was Danny Gatton's wife.
Yeah.
And then I freaked out, man. And I said, "Ma'am, it's just too pity that I don't have that kind of money." Actually, she tried to lower down the price, but even I didn't have that type of amount on me in that time. And but that was my little encounter with the spirit of Danny Gatton somehow. But I'm a great fan of his ever since the early '80s when I heard about him for the first time. I was a 17 or 18 years old little kid in my hometown, and ever since I admire him, for everything, even with his car collection, because he was very into the cars, the old timers, and redo the cars, and the entire struggle and the entire almost tragicomical side of his life, because I don't even understand why record labels just dropped him. It's such a shame, because the world should widely know about Danny Gatton. And so I wrote this song with him in my mind, and this is a Slippery Slope.
And let's
That's
do that
the story.
right now.
Because
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we all have that slippery slope. in
Because you
life.
all, yeah, we all walk in a slippery slope somehow, somewhere.
And I thought
So
that was,
we have to be careful.
yeah, and that was so cool how that guitar kind of called you walking down. You just saw that, and that got you in there.
Yeah.
So, thank you, everybody. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank you again. Welcome back to the Magoo. We have been on 1 hour and 13 minutes with AJ. Oh my God, AG. Sorry about that. I have that Freudian slip all the time. I have to think really hard about that, my friend. Welcome back to the Magoo.
Oh, hello, here I am.
Here I am.
Sure.
Oh, my. You were telling me about your wife and all the cool things. I love all these different arts in different parts of the world that you're doing poetry and music and summer camps and things that you do like that. Tell us about what that goes on for the youth over in your way.
Listen, Tom, our trade is probably one of the most useless trades in the human history, right?
Yes.
As a musician or artist, because nobody needs us. Maybe one trade, one profession is way more useless than ours, and that's for politicians, because nobody needs politicians, man. So I think this is the most useless profession. But hey, I think we are the second or something like that. So we have to create the circumstances for our own living somehow, and trying to give back to the society something what we learned throughout the years or we experienced. And there are legit and very correct ways to do this. So this is why we are doing the summer camps for kids and this poetry contest, because my wife she's an actress and a theater director, and she's very into this literature and poetry stuff. And she runs a huge foundation here in Hungary, which is a transnational wide poetry contest. And we are just preparing to do it European-wise, so meaning 27 countries. We work on it to get involved 27 countries, each country doing his own poetry, and we're gonna have a big final, a big European poetry contest, and we're gonna have a winner. But this is just a plan. But we're working on it. So far, we're doing the national poetry contest, which is very cool. And I'm a judge, and I am judging the music composed on poetries. And my only way of judging is if that new product gonna give a new dimension to the poem. Just in this way, I can appreciate the music. If the music gonna help to put the entire poetry into a new dimension, and this is what I'm looking for. And there are very, very talented people who are doing this full time as a full time profession. So they're pro people, and there is a market for it, strangely enough. So these pro people are packing, a 200-300 seater theater almost twice a week or 3 times a week.
Well,
so
go ahead. Sorry.
There's a need for it. So I think there's a need for it. People need these kind of cathartic experiments with content.
Yeah, I tell a lot of people here in the States, like with the rap and that, going back to history, I have a history degree, and words and sentences have always been used. These people in Europe have been doing that forever. They used to have debates at the pubs and things like that with words, and poetry. And today's rap, I'm trying to say, is that kind of expression. So I'm trying to be more open-minded with that type of music, and that's what you're talking about, that you guys are doing over there with the poems, and then bringing the music along with that.
Yeah, same as rap, because I think blues survived through the hip hop and the rap music, not about the so-called blues music what we hear now, because it's nothing had to do with the blues music. Don't make a confusion of a guitar hero and the blues-related music. Let me ask you something. Eric Clapton is blues.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Robin Ford is really blues, or Robert Cray, or who else? These are also fusions. There are a lot of musical aesthetics are going on. But I think the spirit of the of the blues, which is actually the lyrics, not the music, because musically blues is a very primitive and boring form, right? Nothing exciting going on there. The message is in the lyrics, in the words, just like the troubadours in the Renaissance, right? Actually, this is what blues music is, as far as I understood, telling the stories of a community to another community, using a primitive musical code or packaging, because those guitar players, they were really limited in their expression, but lyric wise, they were really great, and carried on a type of spirit of a certain type of community. After Hendrix, or maybe earlier, after Muddy Waters, after the Chess records, the blues came into a sort of fusion, a sort of mixture, because you see they borrowed the rhythm section from the swing bands. They were the mainstream dance bands of the era, and they borrowed the bass, the upright bass, and the drum set. And this is how rhythm blues came out. It's already a fusion. It's already a perversion of that pure, naive storytelling blues music of the 10s, 20s, and 30s. Nowadays, guitar heroes, you see, I myself never would consider a blues musician, because I just simply not. I cannot be a blues musician. My heritage is different. The history of my people is different. Oh, I can accept that I am a blues-related guitar player. That's correct. But I have a lot of other influences in my cultural heritage, what I like to share. This is why I try to avoid cliches. Those famous or infamous G shuffles at the jam nights, right?
And you have a lot of piano too. A lot of piano, sir, in your jams, and I love that part of it also.
Yeah. Well, actually, on the Reborn, I was very aware how I choose my musicians. So I knew exactly I need a jazz sound. So this is why I picked jazz musicians from Budapest, Hungary, to achieve this goal of mine aesthetically. And it came out pretty good, I guess, because the vision, what I had in my mind before I started producing this record, it came out almost 100%.
Tell you what, let's do the title track right now. Reborn. You were telling me it was quite a day then you recorded that until the next day and stuff. So let's play this for everybody and then we'll come back. Reborn, the title track. Thank you, everybody. Here we go.
All right.
Is my room, the green grass is my pillow, my shower is the pouring rain. I am the son of a widow, always on the go, always on the go, always on the go, always on the go. Remember all the deeds I've done, riding my horse in a wildly old man. Don't you dare to judge me, I'm not on the run, I'm just a lonely rider with his heart broken. mattress is my pillow. My shower is the pouring rain. I am a son of a widow, always on the go. I'm always on the go. I'm always on the go. I'm always on the go. Always on the go. Always on the go. I'm too old to start brand new. I never thought that I go through the desert road, the desert road of pain, catching up with me again. I'm always on the go. I am the son of a widow, on the go, on the go, on the go, on the go.
Oh, thank you very much. Welcome back. Reborn, the title track. Thank you, sir. Welcome back to the Magoo Show. We were just yapping about all sorts of cool things. Come on back, sir.
All right, here I am.
Yeah, we were talking about technology and how you can play songs and stream things live and people can hear you in Avatar. Kind of the future. We were just talking a little about that stuff. And you're saying that you're creating such a nice little platform for everybody over there, huh? For your
So yeah, and a lot of platforms online as well, like Patreon or you can also have your own YouTube channel or something, and you can monetize your own talent. And maybe people from Japan or from South America or from from Canada would hook in and send a little money on PayPal, and they have access to the show, to the content, because actually we need to provide content, exciting, unique content and quality content. Mm-hmm. And I'm aware that I would need a little investment on it. I have this kind of money because guess what? I made a very good living playing blues jazz music here in Europe, man. I'm telling you. And I have all these copyright coming in, and so I'm a pretty decent guy, So I have this investment, and we can put together this nice setup, and we can come up with a platform. We have to choose the right platform, and to be able to stream and to archive shows, and then we are welcoming every curious and interested person to join our community, and we can provide on a weekly basis some new content.
Yeah, and that's what I tell a lot of people about what I'm trying to do. It's just an open platform of content now. Once you provide some type of quality signal, the music sounds good, everything is live now, it's what I choose to work on to try and get on this forum. And that's kind of the opening for artists nowadays. It's maybe not the single plays out there on Spotify, but you can make a platform like this, broadcast it live in quality, and then people can come to you. And you were saying in Bitcoin, and in the future, people online will be able to do that. I think that is definitely where we're going on a lot of this stuff.
Or it could be barter. Listen, I had this kind of setup back in Bucharest a couple of years ago. That I tried to put up a syndicated radio show, and actually, what I offered to the advertiser was a number of people, the audience, right? And what I asked in return, I returned vouchers. They have these big retail stores, like everything with food, for clothing, for everything, paper stuff, everything they have there. And give me vouchers for, let's say, a $500 value per month. And this is what I did. And they had a lot of stuff what they also needed to be get rid of, right? Mm-hmm. Like food or whatever. And you know what? Give me that voucher, and I can use that food. I can use that clothing. I can use that whatever paper stuff, office stuff, whatever you have in your store. And it worked. It worked for a couple of months, and then the syndication broke up because my partners throughout the country broke the deal. Because my deal with them was, listen, I'm gonna provide you free content, mm-hmm. and with 5 minutes of advertisement. But please do not cross-advertise with my own sponsor. And they did that. Mm-hmm. So this is why the whole chain broke up.
Yeah, because it's almost like in the Bitcoin, I've heard a friend of mine that's been in Mexico talking about that. The type of Bitcoin is almost through like forgiveness too. There's different thoughts, like you said, barter. There's different ways to commodity that we can, as human beings, can work. And once they break that with the money cycle, that's what you end up getting. Yeah, that's what they did to you, trying to. So that's a very unique. We're in some cool times with content, music, broadcasting from my end, to be like Hungary and here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great stuff. My friend, let's talk about that Reborn track. You mentioned that was such a touching track, 7 minute long, the title, that it took you a moment to regroup as you guys did that, because music is always alive and happening for you guys.
Well, for some reason, that song, just directed us to a certain type of abyss, and actually freaked us out, man. And we just had to stop the entire day, the recording session. So we just finished that song around noontime, speechlessly just went home and just regrouped the next morning. Because the middle part of the song came out so intense, so uncharted territory, that freaked us out.
And that was not planned at that time? You guys had an idea where you're going that, but is this almost like when the bass player plays off the guitar player, Keith Moon, Pete Townsend per se, that I follow? Is that kind of what you guys were doing in that track? Going to places you didn't think you were going to go with those notes?
Only the opening and the ending part was written and planned and rehearsed. Mm-hmm. The middle part just went to a direction none of us would expect. So we just follow the flow. That's it.
Nice. 7 minutes. Go ahead.
We just came out freaked out, man. It was so intense. That whole session was intense. And then the next day we do the after work. We just attach the ending part of it. So just to have a. But that day, man, was freaked out.
That's really
so
cool.
Intense.
That's really cool because you guys are feeling the notes and bringing it, and that's what your audience, and that's what I feel when we've been talking now for almost an hour and 40 minutes about taking me onto other thought patterns, into the Fiddler on the Roof, and taking music as a peddling. I always call my show, I'm kind of the Pied Piper, should I say? That's what I try to be. Just play the music to the world and listen to it, and spread the good karma. Yeah. And I love that.
And you know how we say in Freemasonry, go and pay the piper. Always.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, my friend, let's get down to, we got a couple more tracks. I'm the Wanner and Caroline. Let's play those two for everybody. Anything you want to talk about before I go ahead?
Well, I'm the Water is a very it's a non-typical song because there's just a piano and the voice. And actually, this song is kind of, with my modest tools, it's a kind of awareness raiser just to take care of the fresh water, man, because the planet Earth is struggling, and the lack of fresh water are gonna be a very major issue in the coming years, I guess. Just look at South Africa. They have rationalized the fresh water. Even if you go in a 5-star hotel, they just give you a can, a 1-gallon can, and that's it for every need. So for everything you have to do with the water. So we have to be aware. And if you have a garden, maybe you shouldn't water your garden 6 times a day. Maybe 4 times would be enough. So this is the message of this song, because actually this is about water, about brotherhood, about assuming what you are, and don't try to pretend what you are not, and be proud of what you are really, and go for it, and just love yourself, man, and just by this can you love the other people unconditionally.
That sounds great. Great karma, my friend. I'm the water. Here we go. Thank you.
Flowing as the river, straight into the sea, catching up the sorrows, feeling brotherly to those who's apparently lost in a maze, troubled in the daily grace, at washing down the dirt, and the painful faces will rejoice and shine, will rejoice and shine. I am the water, I am the tear, I will hold your hand and relieve you from that fear of not being good enough to your own self. Put your pain on the shelf. I am the water, I am the deep. I am the water, I am the deep.
Oh my, I am the water. What a smooth tune. AJ, come on. AG, come on back on the Magoo. Thank you, sir.
Here I am. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Here I
my.
am.
What a great guest today. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the time, the stories, the world. Thanks you for your music. Again, thank you, my friend.
I thank you for your interest and support, and I really appreciate that your invitation to your show, and that you gave me the chance to, just talk and spread around ideas and music. And if somebody's get an interest, please check out my website agweinberger.com, and you'll find all the infos, and keep in touch, and keep in touch, man, and let the music play.
Oh, and you are such a man of the world, and again, all the different experiences. I really, again, but God bless for coming on the show. Keep up the karma. You are only beginning. All those kids with your wife and the poetry, and I love the things you stand for. And again, we again spread the music. So everybody, get out there. Reborn is the awesome CD. And again, thank you, Betsy Brown, Brian Raccoon, for providing the opportunity for having you on my show today. Okay, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. We're going to carry out with Caroline, and I won't be enough. Thank you, buddy. Talk to you later. God bless.
All right, bye-bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
I'd crawl on my knees for you, like a lizard in the sand. I'd steal the midnight moon to put it in your hand. My heart wouldn't tremble no more. My mind won't suffer. I'll do the spacewalk with a ring in my nose if you won't look for another.
thank you for coming on the show. How much fun has this been today? We are rolling at 1 hour and 46 minutes on the Magoo. It's just live improv stuff on my guest over in Hungary and myself here in Wisconsin. So I hope you appreciate the show, the interview, and all the good stuff. Run a little steam at the end. We keep going, needing more coffee. So, again, thank you, E.G. Weinberger, my fabulous guest reborn. So, I got that A.J. stuck in my head. I apologize for all that. So, there we go. I won't be enough. Peace, everybody. Happy Saturday. Talk to you guys soon. Out.
Put your damn gun away from my head. Why do you want to shoot me down? That I don't understand. It's true I have no money, I have no Cadillac, have no castle on a boulevard, but you keep calling me back. It wouldn't be enough for you. No, no, no. It wouldn't be enough for you. Tell me, honey, do I treat you wrong? I'm a hard-working monkey, jumping all day long. I keep you in a crystal ball. You have nothing to pay. I love you in the night and feed you 4 times in one day. It wouldn't be enough for you. No, no, no. It wouldn't be enough for you. You never smiled at me, sugar mama, don't you humbugging me. I'm crazy about you, honey. Don't you realize I give you all I've got? I need you hold me tight. Wouldn't be enough for you. No, no, no. It wouldn't be enough for you. It wouldn't be enough for you. Wouldn't be enough for you.
Magoo, you done it again.